Miami, the Celtics, in the wake of Gordon Hayward's fractured left ankle, have applied for and been granted a disabled player exception by the NBA. The club will have the ability to sign a player for no more than $8.4 million, though that figure can be bumped slightly to $8.5 million if the exception is used in a trade. The Celts will have until March 12 to use the DPE. The March 10 deadline falls on a weekend, granting them extra time, though it's quite possible they could make no move at all with it. "I just don't know," President of Basketball Operations Danny Ainge told the Herald yesterday. "I don't know if it's something we'll use. There are restrictions to it. You have to have a player in a certain price range, and he has to be in the last year of a contract. It's just in case we have further injury or we find a need. This gives us another avenue to acquire a player. We don't feel a great urgency at this minute to have to go out and do something, but we will explore. I haven't been through this process before, so I don't really know how it'll play out for us." It's important to note that being allowed the DPE doesn't preclude the Celtics from welcoming back Hayward this season, should his rehab allow. According to the NBA's collective bargaining agreement, disabling injury or illness means any injury or illness that, in the opinion of the physician, makes it substantially more likely than not that the player would be unable to play through the following June 15. Said Ainge, "If Gordon were to come back by some miraculous recovery, he would be able to. But obviously then you'd have roster issues." Hayward on mind. The Miami Heat were in the final three with the Jazz and Celtics last summer vying for Hayward's free agent services. Hayward has actually said he thought he could wind up in Miami, but then he met with the Celts and his outlook changed. "Dang, I wish we had the last meeting then," Heat coach Erik Spoelstra said with a smile before his team lost 96-90 to the C's last night. "Hey, we loved the meeting with Gordon. There's a reason why we recruited him, and we thought it went well. You just never know how those things are going to play out. We've had it play out both ways, in spectacular fashion both ways, getting and then losing LeBron James, so we absolutely respected his choice to be a free agent and make what he felt was the best choice for him and his family. And we told him right from the get-go, you can't go wrong. That's one of those decisions in your career that very few players have. Any one of those choices were great choices, great organizations. Each organization respects the structure and the commitment to winning. And that's where you want to be as a free agent, where you can't really make a mistake. That doesn't mean that it's not going to be tough to make that decision, but if you're playing that game, you want to make sure that you're always going to be right. And then to see him not be able to compete this year, we felt like we got to know him enough that you just really feel for him and his family. So we all wished him a quick recovery via text message.